Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. So this reading is going to be from the 11th to the 17th of April 2022. But before we get into the reading itself, I would like to remind you that these readings are general, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest. I put all the cards I use below in the description box along with timestamps, so you quick and easy can jump straight to your reading once you made your pick. Now, I also do channeled work. I have another channel called Pure Light Awakening, which will also be linked in the description box, where I do channeling from source energy, angels, star beings, and such, and give advice, and we have a little community on our path in the awakening process. So if that's something that interests you, then find that link in the description box below. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this reading for this week. So you have 3 decks to choose from, 1, 2, and 3, and I will give you the names of the decks. Now, the first one here is called the Modern Tarot Reader. The second one here is called the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And the third one here is just called the Tarot Reconnect with You. Now, there's also 3 silver objects to choose from today. On number 1, there is a silver heart. On number 2, there is a long silver dog, which actually is used to put your utensils on when you are dining. And this one is a silver, well, it is an old necklace, but it kind of looks like a dream catcher. So I really, really love that one. So I kept it. So that's what's on number 3 today. So sink into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to guide you to pick either number 1, 2, or 3. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'll be back in a moment, and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1, so if you chose the heart and this deck, then this is the reading for you. We will put the heart up here, so it will be part of your reading. And we will shuffle the deck a little bit before we choose 6 cards, as we always do in the weekly readings. I hope you are doing well, number 1, that you are maneuvering the energies that we are currently in, and that you are having a good April so far. I did have a feeling that April month is going to be, at least in the worldly energies, if you will, that it was going to be a little bit of a lighter month, a little bit happier month. So that's kind of the overall energy that I feel has changed a bit. So let us now have a look at your particular energy. What's happening for you this coming week. So 1 just fell out and the rest we will draw. Okay, so let's look at this one first. You got the Knight of Rods or the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you got the Ace of Cups. It's called Elixirs in this deck. And the rods again, which is Wands, the Queen. So that's very good news. Oh, lots of Wands here today. You got the Ace of Wands here. Wow. So 2 aces so far. And King of Cups, King of Elixirs, and okay, so the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Blades it's called in this one. Underneath, the Fool. Okay. Okay, so it's different ways to read this, of course, as it always is. Now, when I see the 3 of Swords, is of course a card where you feel the heartache, where things have been rough, or where you've been feeling through something that has been sad. It can be grief, sorrow, or just plain sadness. It all depends. It doesn't have to be very grave, but it can be any way, shape, or form of a letdown or a sadness, okay? It comes underneath the Queen of Rods, or in this deck, of course, but it's the Queen of Wands. So it might be that you have been hurt by someone from a female from a fiery sign. So that might be for some of you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it can also be significant for the woman that is in very connection with spirit. Now, for some of you, this might actually be a significator for that you're having trouble listening to spirit, or you're having trouble receiving the guidance or trusting in what you get. So that might be for some of you. For others of you, this might be, because the Queen of Wands can also be someone, you know, who, with a passion, who is moving forward, who is good at what she does and everything. So there might be, if this is kind of connected to work or hobbies or projects, there might be something that didn't go the way you wanted it to when it comes to that energy, or that comes to moving forward in a project. And that has left you quite sad. So you see, there's different ways of reading this, okay? In the middle, though, you have the Ace of Elixirs, which is, of course, the Ace of Cups, together with the King of Cups. So, for me, that is about love being given to you from someone in a water sign, or someone that is very a loving person, and they want to offer you something. They want to offer love. They are coming towards you with love. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friend, it can be family, or it can be the universe coming towards you with love. So that's kind of the middle row here, which is for me the main focus on the reading, is that there is abundance and love, abundant love coming towards you with these two cards. Now over here you have the Knight of Rods, which is also the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands comes in with passion, okay? It can be new ideas, it can be new energy, it can be passion, it can be creativity, okay? That's all in the Wands, you know, all in the fire. It's the fire energy. So when the Knight comes in, that's kind of with action, okay? So there's some action that has been taken place here. And you also underneath that have the Ace of Rods, which is of course the Ace of Wands. So again, new passion, new energy, new ideas, new hobbies, something new. Mind you, and you know, take this as it resonates, but when a Knight comes in with a rod, and there's a rod here, for some of you, you might understand when I say rod that actually can mean something else. I do not want to go, you know, over on the dirty side here, but you know what I mean. It could be a love offer in that way that has to do with sexuality, okay? And also together with all this love here and all these kind of fiery action energy here. For some of you, this could have been a male figure coming in with a lot of passion and a lot of interest in the sexual. Okay, so just to have that said, that might be for some of you. And kind of offering it towards you. But maybe for some of you, you might feel that if this is you, that person might be focusing a little bit too much on the physical side, on the sexual side, and maybe not so much on the love. And so maybe for some of you, you are reluctant to accept it because you feel like maybe he's just after one thing. So that was for some of you, okay? So there's very many different ways of to read this entire reading. But what they're saying over here with the Fool, that there's something new that you're stepping into. And I was guided to look underneath. Okay, so the 10 of Rods, which is a 10 of Wands, and that's carrying a heavy burden. And it can also be that you have gathered a lot during your life that has been burdens, yes, but now they're kind of wisdom, okay? You know a lot because you've come far. So you kind of have to feel into where that fits for you. But the Fool is someone who is stepping into something new. The Fool is someone who's trusting. Now, the Fool, of course, can be someone who is a fool and someone who is trusting too much in a person who shouldn't be trusted in. And that can leave you heartbroken. You know, you have to take this as it resonates with you. But the Fool can also be someone who is stepping into a totally new chapter in life. So there might be an invitation for you to step into something new instead, okay? But I cannot tell you what to do in this situation because there is a lot of love here, okay? There is a lot of passion and then there is a lot of love. And if this is a reading regarding, if you feel like this is more regarding your career or your project or whatever, I would say that you have a lot of new ideas, a lot of passion, a lot of action and wanting to move forward. And with love, that it's coming from a love space, okay? And you have kind of connected in with spirit, you have checked in, you know that this is what you want, and still you're ending up hurt in some way, okay? Now, then you have to ask yourself, who is this that's hurting you? Is it someone from the outside, or is it the critical part of you that we call the ego that is making this up to be something that it's not, okay? I just need to ask that question because sometimes the ego, will drive us to the point, push us to the point where we get exhausted or where we feel like this is a road that I shouldn't have taken, but why did I go down that road? Well, it was because the critical self or the ego kind of steered you down a path that you didn't want to go, and then kind of you end up hurt. So you have to take this as it resonates. There's so many ways to read this, okay? But overall, if we're just looking at the energies on the table, you have two aces here. You have a knight, you have a king, you have a queen, and you have the fool. And that's very positive energies, okay? So whatever it is that's kind of ruining all this positivity, it could, of course, be somebody on your outside. But it also could be yourself. So you have to feel into and be truthful to yourself as to who that is and what that is. And then you take action accordingly. Okay? Now, let us look at some oracle cards as well. I'm using the Intuitive Soul Oracle by Lisa Williams for this. Oh, there was one that just popped on over. Healing, ease, calm, release, and peace. Okay, so you might actually need some introspection and some healing in this situation. This whole situation might need some healing. Because even if I see a lot of love and a lot of passion in this, there is something within you that is not satisfied, and that might need some healing. Maybe that's all that's needed in this situation, is that you're not ready to accept all of this just yet. You are in need of some inner work and some healing and some peace and quiet and calm before you can accept. Okay, so that might be a way to look at it as well. Guide. Spirit guide, helping and guiding through life, signs from spirit. Yeah, so there is someone in spirit who's trying to give you some ideas or some guidance in this. So again, maybe you should set aside the time to really, really check in, okay? And to see if you can listen and see what that guidance might be. And then you have freedom, soul freedom, being yourself, releasing ties from the past and setting yourself free. So there might be something in this that's kind of leading you back to, well, I have this love offer coming towards me, or this offer of a new project or something new. But, from previous experience, it has always gone wrong. Okay. And maybe you are letting your ego kind of drive you back into that way of thinking where you think that things are not going to go well no matter what I do. And that's what you need to heal from them. That's what you need to free yourself from, because that will hinder you from accepting this new offer coming in. Okay? So let us pull a couple of charms in the ends for you guys today. Let's see what you get number one for this week. Now you get a football. So that for me is very much about go out and play, okay? And also move your physical form, but move it in a way that's playful so it doesn't become work. It can be dance, it can be playing football or tennis or just, going for a walk. You have to feel into what that is for you. But it's a playfulness that has to do with moving your physical form as well. You have a peace stuff here. So someone is coming towards you with a peace offering here. Or there is a huge potential to finding your peace in the end of this week, I would say. Okay. Now you got the pipe, and that for me is hard work. So I see that you have previously been through something that was hard. I understand that part, but I do feel like with healing that might be resolved now once and for all. Now you have a bell here. That's kind of a bell that's for Christmas or on a cat. So a bell for me is waking up. It's a wake-up call, or someone is being, the bells are ringing for you, or someone is kind of calling you in. You have to take that as it resonates with you. So this is a clothespin. So have someone been hung up to dry? Someone has been hung up to dry. So that might be the situation that you've been feeling before. But I also hear not dry behind the ears yet. So there might be someone here where you're doubting that that person is kind of dry behind the ears yet. That they are mature enough. And that's kind of what I felt with maybe someone who's more focusing on the physical than the love. If that's you, then maybe you should either take a serious conversation with this person, or maybe give that person some time to evolve and mature a little bit. You also have a rainbow here, and that's of course very good news. Lucky symbol. And you also have a cross, which is not Christianity, but it is about faith. Okay, so they're asking you to have faith in them, in their guidance, and in them kind of holding their hand, their protective hand over you, and the angels kind of being part of your life here. So I think that was maybe important for some of you to hear, that they are still here, they are still with you, and they are protecting you, and they are guiding you. So all you need to do is get into this pose to listen and to receive, okay? Because I do believe that there is some guidance for you, and that you will find this freedom. But there is some stuff that you need to go through here, number one. So I encourage you and invite you to set aside the time to do so, okay? Well, that was pretty much all I had for this week. I hope you appreciated it. I wish you a pleasant week. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 2. So if you pick this stick and this fun dog, then this is the reading for you. I will put it over here so it will be part of your reading. And we will shuffle and choose 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. I hope you are doing well, number 2. I hope you're maneuvering the energies and that you are having a good April so far. No, there's been a lot of turmoil and back and forth energies this year so far. But for me, it seems like April is going to be a more beautiful month. Lighter energies going on. So let's see what happens this coming week, number 2, for you. Okay, let's pull some cards. Ooh, the Tower. Doesn't have to be negative. 4 of discs. Someone is holding back. Okay. And there was kind of 2 that wanted to come out here, so I will let them. Okay. 7 of Wands. Princess of Discs. And King of Cups. Wow. Okay, underneath, 10 of Swords. And the 2 that wanted to come out as one was the Prince and the Princess of Cups. This might be a love relationship or a loving relationship or a partnership that we are talking about today, number 2, because these 2 came out. And of course, the Prince of Cups is the Knight and the Princess is the Page, okay? So it's the Knight and the Page. There also could be significant for 2 children, okay? So take this as it resonates with you, number 2, okay? And we have the King underneath here too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just have to say this because I get it, so I have to say it. For somebody out there, there might be a man that has lost his wife and is left alone with 2 children. I just have to say that as something that I saw. And if that is you, you have all my love. And remember that the angels and guides are with you always. You're never alone. And that person who has passed will always be with you as well. that she never left, okay? So that might be a message for somebody out there. I'm just putting it out there because I got it, okay? Okay, and of course that might have been the Tower, but okay, listen. So this might be, of course, two children. It might be a relationship. It might be a work relationship. It might be lovers. You know, you have to take that as it resonates. It is together with the King of Cups, which is very, very loving. It's a very loving male, or someone with a loving, what could I say? A loving, strong, emotional stability in them. Okay. Now you have the Four of Discs, which is someone who's holding back, or someone who is maybe afraid to come out of their shelter. You see that he's kind of sitting a little bit behind the curtains in this little space here, holding on to, for dear life, to what he's got, for what's left, kind of. And the Princess of Discs is, of course, the Page of Pentacles, and that can be new offers. It can be new way of looking at things. It can be new projects, but it can also, of course, be significant for a female child, or it can be significant for someone in an earth sign that is on the younger side. And these can be significant for, of course, someone on the younger side in a water sign. So take that as it resonates. You do also have Seven of Wands. So that's about standing strong, standing in your power. And you have the Ten of Swords underneath here, together with Death. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is almost a reading for a friend of mine who actually lost his wife not too long ago. I don't know if he's going to watch this, but if he is, then yeah, wow. Anyways, it's the Death card together with the Ten of Swords. But of course, it doesn't have to be death as in death, okay? This can be read in so many ways. And death normally is about transformation. It's about leaving something all behind and stepping into something new. And the Ten of Swords is very often where you feel, you can either be, it's like you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, or that you feel like, you know, I've had enough now, I'm done. But very often in the original tarot, you see that the sun is kind of coming on the horizon. So it's also a card of, this is the end of the struggles. Now things are going to start to look brighter. Okay. So that's very much how I read the Ten of Swords. But I do see that something happened that has shook you up, and that made you have to stand strong in you. Okay. But I do, and maybe that's why you're kind of holding back and feeling like you know, you don't want to show yourself too much. Maybe you don't want to be social. You know, you're kind of holding back on something. But there is something new coming towards you, and there's a lot of love here as well in these 3 cup cards. And I feel like a lot of people around you wanting to give you love here, wanting to give you these new offers, maybe a way out of this rut that you feel like you've been in. Okay, so you have to take this as it resonates with you, number 2. Okay. So let us pull some oracle cards from the Intuitive Soul Oracle by Lisa Williams. Yeah. So let's see what you get here. Number 2. Oh, that just flew out. Gamble. Taking chances. Jumping in with 2 feet. Risk-taking. Okay. So there might be that this new offer is something that you should actually say yes to. Okay. That they're kind of inviting you to take that leap of faith. Now, I pushed this, and of course this came out. So Ace of Swords is new truth, new information. Okay. And I'm also pushing back, and then I get the World card here as well. So I feel like there's an invitation for a shift here. Okay. And there is a message in stepping into something new, maybe trying something that you haven't tried before. Okay, maybe that's the way to go here. Okay, so let's see. Journey, crossroads, forward thinking, time to move on. Yes, they're saying again, time to move, time to, you know, you're at this crossroad. You have this choice. It's time to take that first step into this new now. Rain, cleansing, refreshing, rainbow, and freedom. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. So there might be that you actually just need to either physically or emotionally or energetically actually cleanse yourself a little bit. standing in the rain, taking a bath, taking a long bath, self-care, going to a spa weekend, indulging yourself, really cleansing through the last part of whatever this Tower and this Ten of Swords might have been for you. You know, set aside the time to really feel that through so you can let that go now. Let it go. And then there's lots of love coming towards you. New offers, something new coming towards you that is, I feel, orchestrated from Spirit. Okay? And Spirit wants you to move on, wants you to move forward. And if you felt that this is you, that you are the one that lost your wife, she wants you to move forward too. Okay? She wants you to be happy. She wants your children to be happy, the family. So take this time now to feel this through and let that go through you so that you can step into this new, okay? And someone who has passed will never be forgotten. They will always be with us. But we can feel through the very a strong part of the grief so that we can invite new energies into our lives, even though we will never forget them. Okay, so that was for some of you. For others of you, I feel like it's feeling through these old emotions of defeat, of I give up. Okay, that kind of feeling. Feel it through and be done. Put it behind you and accept the new is what I would say. Okay. Now I'm going to pull a couple of charms in the end today. So let's see what you get. Now you have, there's two that's entangled with each other. I have to see what that is here. There is a heart entangled with a little fairy or a little angel. So for me, that's a message that the angels or fairies love you. That's kind of love from Spirit to you. And that might be that person in Spirit as well sending you love, okay? And you also got the two snowmen here. So that's two people, or, you know, the connection of two partnership, maybe new partnership, and also playfulness, playing in snow. Now you have the triangle, but for me that's Trinity, okay? That's three people, or that's, you know, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, you have to take that as it resonates, what Trinity means for you. Now someone is also sending you love here with the anchor of hope. Beautiful. You also have the shell, which is very feminine to me, also representative of Venus, but also, of course, representative for water and the water element, and being bold enough to feel through what you need to feel through. Snowflake as well, of course, being water element again, but again with the snowflake together with the snowmen. So for me, that's about being outside in nature. And you also, again, got a big heart. So somebody in Spirit is definitely sending you lots and lots of love here, number 2, okay? Well, I do feel like that was it. That was all I had for you. I hope you appreciated this reading. And I wish you the very best, whatever it is that you are dealing with, number 2. You have my love, okay? Thank you for being with me today. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick this Dreamcatcher Silver, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here so it will be part of your reading. And we will shuffle and we will pick 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. I hope that you are doing well, number 3. I hope that you are maneuvering the energies to the best of your ability. And that April is a better month for you. And that things are looking good. Let's see what you get, number 3, for this coming week. Just shuffle a little bit. Oops, the card wants to pop out today. That was a bit too many. Yeah, I can't read half the deck here. That would take time. Okay, so, but there were some cards that popped over there. I'm going to take them. Because these cards were very wanting to pop today. And I also, all of a sudden, got very warm. So I had to take my jacket off. Whew, something is happening with the energies for you, number 3. The Knight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Chariot. The King of Cups. The Hierophant. The Devil. The Four of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. I feel, I have to say, I just have to say, tell you what I get here, number 3. You know, I have to be honest. First of all, let's look underneath the deck first. So, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's good news. But what I feel some anger in here, okay? So I don't know if you've been bumping up against somebody lately and really been having an argument of in some way, shape, or form. Because there was some kind of fiery and angry energy. So I kind of felt that a little bit too. So, but it doesn't have to be for everybody, but I just felt that. But the Eight of Swords is someone who's also feeling a little bit stuck. They might have been blinded for something, or somebody might not have been telling the truth, because I see the Devil underneath here. So there might have been someone who has been serving you something that's not the truth, or been really pushing your buttons where you don't feel any way out. Also because I see the Ten of Swords here, where you feel kind of, stabbed in the back or depleted, or kind of like, oh my God, I give up. It's just, I don't want to deal with this energy anymore, okay? But the Ten of Swords is also the sign of this is the last of the struggle, okay? So there might have been, if this is your journey, then I would say that this is the last of your struggle. But there might just be some anger things or some energies that you need to feel through or let go of now, okay? Because I see the Knight of Swords here as well. And the Knight of Swords can be, of course, someone that comes in with protection and cuts away the old. But it can also be someone that comes in with drama and comes in with, with anger, with very strong opinions. It's also together with the Hierophant here. Now, the Hierophant can, of course, be you as a spiritual teacher, if you are a spiritual teacher. But the Hierophant can also be representative for, the spirit in general. But it can also be a teacher that you have had, that maybe you are not seeing eye to eye with someone who has been a teacher or has been portraying themselves to be your teacher, or someone who is trying to tell you how to do things, okay? And you are not agreeing with that. Or they might be coming in with, this is the way it is, you are wrong, I'm right kind of attitude, okay? And especially because they're lying beside the Devil here as well, I would say that maybe this person is a little bit too much in their ego. Take that as it resonates, okay? So the Four of Pentacles doesn't surprise me, because that's someone who's holding back, okay? They do not want to show their cards, or they do not want to go somewhere. They do not want to invest money in something. They're basically kind of holding on to all they have, so that this Devil energy won't take that away from them, okay? So it can be a love relationship, a work relationship, family, friends. Take this as it resonates, or teacher, or whatever. However, you do have the Chariot here, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Chariot is victory card, okay? Huge victory card. Together with the King of Cups, who's actually very emotionally stable and secure in his own skin, and a very loving person. So there might be someone in your vicinity that is coming in with love, or that wants to help you in this situation. So I do see that there's a potential for you finding your peace, you kind of getting your win, if you will, in the sense where you either say, you know what, I've had it with you, I'm done, goodbye, or where you go and you say like, okay, I'm not going to win this argument, so I'm just going to let it be. That person can be who they are, that's where they vibrate. I'm just going to concentrate on me, so that might be a way out of it. Or this might be a significator for, you know what, you just feel this through, and then you're going to be done with it. Okay, so you have to take this as it resonates with you, number 3, okay? So underneath, what's underneath there? Page of Cups, so love offer coming towards you. Yeah, so I do feel like there's somebody here who really wants to help you, though, who has love for you. and who can help you maybe gain a new perspective, or who may just help you kind of, or pull you kind of out of this rut a little bit. Okay, let's see what you got here. Journey, crossroads, forward thinking, time to move on. Yes, I said for some of you it might be time to leave this person or this energy behind you. Okay, because I feel like this energy is not something you want to keep. Okay, I feel like it's kind of this devilish energy, but mind you, the devil can also be a significator for the critical self, for the ego mind, making up stories or kind of keeping you trapped in yourself. So just have that in mind as well. So you have to be honest with yourself about what this might be. Okay, let's pull some more tarot. No, oracle. Secret. Hidden messages, holding back emotions. Yeah. Unlocking the secrets and passions within. So there might be somebody, as I said in the beginning, that's not telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So you have to feel with your energy what's true and not, is what I would encourage you to do. And holding back emotions. Yes, as I said, no wonder that you're holding back. So I cannot tell you what to do in this situation, number 3, but I can tell you that you need to feel into your resonance. What is it that resonates with you? If this is someone who's not resonating with you, it's time to let it go. That would be the best for you. But this is your decision. You have to see what you can do with it, okay? Last card, communication. Talking, taking action, listening, opinionated. Yeah. Sorry. And it goes to my throat as well, communication. Yeah. There is, for some of you, it might be resolved with the heart-to-heart conversation, okay? Where you are totally honest about, you know what, you hurt me, or you know what, I feel like you're lying to me, or you know what, I'm not gonna stand for this, okay? Or maybe you are the one who was in the wrong here. Maybe you are the one who kind of made your ego do or say some stuff that wasn't good for the other person. Well, then you kind of need to own up and sit down and have a conversation and say, listen, I'm sorry that I hurt you here, but this is my point of view. Can we move past this? Can we find a way out? And I do feel like whatever it is that you decide to do here, as long as you follow your heart and you are being truthful to yourself, I do feel like the Chariot and the 9 of Pentacles will come into fruition here. Okay, but there is some work to do to be done on your on your own here. I must say, number 3. So let us pull some charms in the end for you. Oop. Okay. So you have a shooting star. So that is, of course, wishing upon a star. So your angels have heard you, okay? And if you haven't kind of talked to them yet, then do so, and they will help you. You got the letter O, or it can also be significant for coming full circle. Again, leaving something all behind to step into something new. Take that as it resonates. Oi. And there are 2 that are stuck together. I will read those in the end. And there is kind of a Christmas ornament or kind of a bling bling ornament. So either something happened at Christmas, or there's something that might happen this coming Christmas, or it might be significant for, putting on the nice stuff, or it might be that you are someone who is redecorating your house right now, or there's something about, putting on the nice stuff or doing something nice. Doing something nice, okay? For yourself or for your house or for your surroundings or for what you wear, or, take that as it resonates. So you have a gingerbread man here. So that might be, again, Christmas, or it might be, an invitation to bake maybe, or make food, or spend time in the kitchen together with someone, or, take it as it resonates. You got a purple heart here. So that might actually be a purple heart as in military, but it also might be a heart from spirit, since it is purple color. But love is coming towards you in any way, shape, or form. You got a mitten here, so that for me is an invitation to go outside. You got key for love. So what is the key for love for you, number 3? You have to feel into that. You have the answers. You also have the Pegasus. The Pegasus is a very lucky symbol, okay? And that's also kind of angels and spirits being with you. Now, these 2 were stuck together, okay? And it also, I saw the purple heart, and also these, because this is the eagle, that is also very much with the Air Force in the US. I do believe that this is something I got from my boyfriend. He has been in the US Air Force. But of course, eagle can also be a symbol of wisdom and also taking the high road or getting a higher perspective. But they were stuck together with this, and I also noticed the purple heart. So for somebody out there, I don't know if you have somebody that was in the military, had a career in the military, that has passed over and that also played the guitar. If that's you, then this is definitely a message from them saying, hello, I'm here and I'm watching over you and I never left and I love you dearly. So that was a message for somebody. Now, we can split these up into different ways. It can, of course, be someone who is in spirit that just played the guitar, who was not in the military. And then there's also a message saying, hello, we're here and we love you. Now, it can also be that this is just, as I said, a significator for gaining a new perspective, gaining the wisdom, looking at things from a different perspective, okay? And the purple heart can be, as I said, just heart love coming towards you from spirit. And the guitar can, of course, be an invitation for more music in your life. Maybe it's time to pick up the guitar. Maybe you have played guitar before. Or maybe just playing an instrument or having more music in your life in general. So you have to take that as it resonates with you, okay? So lots of different messages in this one reading. And they're still going through my throat. So there's definitely somebody here from spirit visiting, and that has a message for somebody out there. So I do feel, if you felt like any of this information regarding someone in spirit was kind of resonating with you, I want you to know that they're here. I want you to know that they love you, and I want you to know that they never left. And you might want to look for signs from them, actually. Because they're coming through very strongly, and they're going straight for my communication chakra. And there might actually be someone that wants to communicate with you, since the communication card came up as well. Okay, just to have that said, I felt like that was quite important for someone. Okay, well, that was pretty much all I had for this week. Very special reading this week, I must say, number 3. I hope it resonated with you, and I wish you the very best moving forward into whatever this is. You have all my love, and until the next time I see you, bye.